What's up, guys? Good morning. Happy Friday. Thank God it's Friday. My name is Jim. I am one of the co-founders of Demons Behind Me. Demons Behind Me inspirational clothing and apparel. Every Friday morning, we are coming at you through video on Facebook and Instagram. We are sharing somebody's story that they have shared with us through our website at demonsbehindme.com under the Share Your Story, Help Someone page. We are stopping the stigma on talking about negative things, embarrassing things that have happened to us in the past, things that we've done in the past, things that we're going through currently. We're stopping the stigma. We're talking about difficult things. We're sharing stories. We are literally building a community so that people understand that they are not alone in their struggles and whatever it is that they are going through. We are literally giving people courage to address their hardships, their hangups, whatever it is that they're going through. Again, I want to encourage everybody that's watching this video, make sure you share this post, like this post. It's our responsibility to make sure that this story makes it to the person that needs to hear it. Somebody that may be going through something very, very similar. This morning, we are going to share a story from George. If there's a hierarchy of embarrassing or difficult stories to share, which there's not, this one would be right up there. And it is male on male sexual abuse. So George, we want to thank you for sharing this story. I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. Hey guys and gals, I almost clicked off this page. This is the first time I've shared my story with folks I don't even know and possibly the general public. I decided to face my fear and blast through it. Awesome. If my story helps only one person, it will be well worth it. My story is a story of being held in silence about your abuse, and we need be silent no longer. I am 52 years old and suffered silently for almost that entire time. I was sexually abused by my biological father from the age of 5, actually as early as I can remember, to the age of 15. Being sexually abused by another male has some uniqueness about it, and I can sum it up with an excerpt from the book Victims No Longer by Mike Liu. This is an excerpt from the book. We cling to survivor's guilt in a perilous, condemning culture that doesn't understand nor want to understand this unmanly affliction. I don't blame those who can't or won't grasp the gravity and ugly, persistent reality of our wounds. It's a primal, fear-filled reaction. God knows how many of the afflicted have died from the burden of pretense. The energy we must exert to be men, to get over ourselves, or not indulge in the pain of past events. The strength required to maintain this facade is crippling. Back to George. I am about 6 months into actually getting professional help. People that have been through this in any way need to seek help immediately. I thought I was Mr. Tough Guy and dealt with it all on my own. After some bouts with alcohol and almost losing my third wife, the love of my life, I realized what he did to me, in fact, defined my life. I thought I put my demons behind me, but was only still carrying them all bottled up inside. I am on the road to putting those demons behind me. It's still a work in progress and will be for life. My message for anyone who has been through sexual assault of any kind, get help and start talking about it. The more you do, the better you will heal, plus you never know who you may help. Your message and logo is inspiring to me personally. The meaning behind your logo fits right in with people that suffer from sexual abuse. It affects all people, no matter color, race, sexual orientation. They must be brave to endure such a thing, and then even more brave to talk about and confront it head on. And the continuous circle of a lifetime of putting that abuse behind them and keeping it there. I don't know if that logo is copyrighted, but I would love to get that tattooed on me in plain view spot so people ask what it means, and then I get to tell them. Thanks for reading. Keep rocking forward, George. George, the logo is copyrighted, but it would be an absolute honor for anyone to have it tattooed on them. We are wide open to that, and we encourage it. you hit on a couple things that are so key. One, I want to thank you again for sharing your story. A very difficult story to share. Abuse, any of the stories that were shared are difficult. But that story, in particular is tough. People don't share stories like that because of the stigma behind it. So again, thank you, George, for sharing your story. We can't put things behind us if we don't address them. We can't move on if we don't address them. We can't bottle things up and move on, just as you put, George. So we exist to encourage that conversation. I know that your story will help somebody going through something similar. And my hope is that it will give them the courage to address what it is that they are going through. You need to address these things. We need to talk about these things. We are giving courage to other people. When you put on Demons Behind Me, you are putting your armor on. You're putting a layer of protection on that negativity is not going to impact you today, that your past is not going to impact you today. So stay strong, be encouraged, join our community. Make sure you're following all of our social media, Facebook, Instagram. Again, make sure that you guys are sharing this post, commenting on this post. We want to make sure it gets to the person that needs to hear it. Couple things that are going on with us this weekend. Today we will be set up at Adamak Harley Davidson in St. Augustine. It's right off of Highway 95 and 16. So we will be there probably about 3 in the afternoon until they close this evening. We will be there all day tomorrow as well. They got a lot of stuff going on, food, vendors, live music. It's a brand new dealership, really cool. The Adamaks, Missy, Shelly, Sarah, everybody has been extremely accommodating, and the partnership that we've created with Adamak has been awesome. So make sure that you guys come out, check those guys out. And then Sunday, we will be set up with the 904 pop-up in Jacksonville Beach. Another great event. It's a local event, all local vendors. Again, music, food. Mark Braddock with 8103 is doing some really awesome things for the Jacksonville community, putting this event together. So hats off to him. So today, tomorrow, Adamak Harley Davidson. Sunday, 904 pop-up, Jacksonville Beach, right at the beach. Big thank you, as always, to our servicemen and women. Thank you to all of our first responders. Guys, put your armor on today. Let's leave the past behind. Let's do it together. Let's continue to build our community. Let's talk about these difficult things. Let's help other people know that they're not alone. Let's stop the stigma. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next Friday.